I'm not a charity case.
I am not your excuse to buy a new dress for the annual fundraiser.
I am not the poster child for your big donation.
I am ready for kindergarten.
I graduated high school on time and started my career.
I'm sober, and I'm trying to help other people find their pathway to recovery.
I am.
I am.
I am.
We are!
What it means to live united.
I moved to Lafayette about 13 years ago. My oldest son, who was 4 at the time, needed some pre-K care, and at that point in time I started working and was trying to find an affordable program that he could go to where he was going to get prepared for kindergarten. And I didn't want him to just be babysat. I wanted him to have interactions that were going to properly prepare him. I grew up in a household where education was really important, and so he started going down at Wabash Landing to what's now Right Steps. And that was kind of our first intersection with the United Way funded program directly. I actually heard about that program through some folks that were involved with the Hannah Center. If you're dealing with one United Way funded agency and they listen and hear that you have a need that they don't meet, they connect you to someone else who can meet that need. My oldest son, he started kindergarten. He did great. He was struggling though. I mean, it was a difficult time in our lives and ended up going through divorce. That made things a little bit more challenging, trying to do things on your own. We also had a lot of intersections with Food Finders. He was part of the backpack program. It's a program where they send food home in the backpack on the weekends for families that are in need. I cannot tell you how much it meant to have that little bit of food. It's very important to me to be able to share people's stories. I wanted to be able to show people what the face of poverty actually looks like. It's not always the people that you think. I'm pretty sure that before I showed up on a poster saying that my family is a backpack family that uses Food Finders on a regular basis, that most of the people that I worked with didn't know that I was that person. But the majority of the people in our community that are really in need are people that are just like me. They're working hard every day. They're trying to provide a better life for their kids. They're wanting to do the right thing, but it's not always easy to do that. And I wanted to be able to share that story. So after graduating, I had a few different jobs, always in areas where I could be of service. We've been recipients of so many things in this community. I signed him up for the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and he got a big brother and got to be introduced to things on campus. His big brother was a student at Purdue, and he gets so excited about just being able to explore things with another male adult. He needed someone else around to talk to him about his self-esteem and setting goals and what it's like to go to college. It's one thing to hear that from your parents, but having concerned community members is a whole nother ballgame. And he also ended up participating in PALS Camp during that time when he was in elementary school. Childcare for preschool at Right Steps, that's year-round. Then your kid goes to school. But then summertime rolls around and he can't go back to Right Steps because he's too old. So what do I do with him in the summer, because my job doesn't stop just because my kid's on summer break? And PALS Camp provided an opportunity for him to stay in a routine and get to learn some academic skills as well as all of the athletic activities that they did with him. As he started to grow up and develop, things get harder. It's a difficult time as their minds are transitioning, their bodies are transitioning, and kids need something else to hold on to. And that was his thing. He loves playing sports. He started playing soccer in junior high, and he's been playing ever since. It's been awesome for me as another tool, because when he doesn't want to focus on his academics, I can say, well, you're not going to be eligible to play soccer if you don't have good grades, or you can't play volleyball if you don't have good grades. He's working now. He has 2 jobs. He works for the soccer club that my younger son plays at. He is in his first year of being a team leader at PALS Camp. And just in the past month, seeing him really mature and really think about how fortunate he's been to have the experiences that he's had. He just said to me the other day that he is so excited that he gets to be a part of giving that experience to some young campers. And he's talking about wanting to go to college and to be a coach and to work with youth. I don't even have to get him up in the morning. He's excited to get up and get his stuff ready and get all the things on his checklist checked off that he needs to be prepared for to work with the kids for the day. Just really growing into his role as a big brother and helping his brothers get going. It's been a real shift in our household. Him putting on that PALS t-shirt as a team leader and being really proud of what he's doing this summer and being proud of what he can give to someone else, that's really been a full circle trip for us.